record on that one. Yeah. Such is life. How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massive Beer Reviews, back with a little bit of a session jams from Kane Brewing. It is their Waist High Session IPA. This be a 4.6%, 16 fluid ounce beer. And it was canned 12/02. Today is 12. What is today? Where's my mouse? What is today? 12/12? 12/12. So it's 10 days old. I picked this up off the shelf by me. You know, COVID times, pretty much everything is shelf available, or at least in my pots. So let's dive in. There is no surprise about my love for Kane. They're one of my favorite breweries. They're extremely versatile. And the one place where I think they've probably gained the most kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of excelled the most recently is their Hazie game. I was never a huge fan of Kane's Hazies, minus their like OG lineup. Sneak Box is one of my favorite low ABV hazies, but their bigger stuff had this kind of, I don't know, it was good, but it just lacked something. That has changed quite a bit over the past year or so. Label-wise, it's what Kane does, you know, kind of that, a lot of vibrant color, kind of, not geometric pattern, but more like 70s stylings kind of artwork, and I kind of dig it, you know, waist high, what do you want? That looks like a nice hazy. It's not butternut, squash soup, turkey gravy, all that kind of stuff. It's got a soft, beautiful haze to it. Not much of a head to begin with, but it had a little tight, compact, just off-white head to it. Done and done. It looks drinkable. It looks chuggable. Let's give it a swirl. See what the nose has. Bright. Bright is the word here. I mean, you're talking about a sub 5% session IPA, and that should be what you get off a beer. It's not a 2x4 to the face again. Sub 5%. Keep that in mind. But what you do get is bright citrus, a little bit of bright melon characteristics. Nothing as far as bittering goes. It really is just a soft, spritzy, mimosa-like kind of grapefruit, citrus, orange, with a little bit of kind of tropical melon characteristics going on. Done and done. Let's dive in. Cheers. Ooh. Yeah, I could drink 7,000 of these. I mean, it's a small beer, and it drinks small, but in a very refreshing, very chuggable way. Grapefruit leads the way here. There is a nice, fun kind of bittering in there, and it's actually a little bit of a kind of tannic tea-like bittering. I don't mind that with this, actually. It comes off quite nice. So you get grapefruit, a little bit of orange in there. You get that subtle kind of honeydew cantaloupe kind of melony characteristic in it. And just ends up coming off super drinkable, super fun, super chuggable. Here's the thing, though. Mouth feels nice. It's not going to be confused with thick, but it wouldn't be confused with thin either. I like the bittering on it, and everything is fantastic. But there's the but. There's the twist. There's the but. People are going to fucking hate me. I want this at 3%. And I don't say that in like an asshole-ish kind of way. I've had beers similar to this at 3%. This is like me fucking, you know, classic me soapboxing. I want it at lower ABV. I know it's annoying. I know it's a broken fucking record, but I'm going to say it because that's where my loyalties lie, is that I've had, over the past year or so, so many fantastic low ABV chuggers. And flavor profile, this foots that bill, but there's a sect of it. There's a section of those that aren't sub 5. They're sub 4. You know, they're sub 4% beers that have done me so infinitely proper. That's where I want this beer, because that's the impact I'm getting off it. It delivers everything I want from a low ABV kind of pale ale, hazy pale ale, hopped up kind of pale ale. But I'm not going to sit here and say I'm pissed at the ABV. Obviously, 4.6, that's infinitely sessionable. But I've had this at 3.6. I've had this at lower than that, a point lower than that. And that's the only gripe I would give this beer. It's nice, it's drinkable, chuggable, expressive on the hop end of things, a nice little fun bitterness on the other. And it finishes it dry. I haven't even mentioned that, so it makes you want to go back for a little bit more. I just want it lower in ABV. I just want it to be, when they come out with non-alcoholic beer that tastes like this, and that's all I'm going to drink apparently. That's not true. So, yeah, I think it's fantastic. In a beautiful, fantastical world, it'd be a little bit lower ABV, but other than that, good on you, Kane. You didn't mess this one up. I don't know why I said that, because they don't really mess up at all, but anyway. So, yeah, let's talk about it. This is one of the better session IPAs, or session pale ales, I should say, I've had as of late. Yes. Is it Mount Rushmore status? It's very close. You give it to me at mid to low threes, and it's up there. That's the only thing kind of holding it back, but it's a really tasty, really well done beer. Value and availability. I picked it up off a shelf. Like I said, COVID kind of helps that out a little bit. $16.99. It kind of sucks, you know. You know. And here's the thing, like Sneak Box, and I didn't even talk about it, but Sneak Box is almost the exact same ABV as that, and gives me all that super expressiveness that I would want at this ABV level. So that's why I'm a big fan of Sneak Box. It gives me that big IPA feel in a lower ABV beer. So in that, it comes in, I think that's 4.9, and this is 4.6, so you're talking only 0.3% off, but I get those for $13.99. So you're talking about, you know, $16.93 more for a couple less ABVs. I understand they do the other one on larger batches, and you know, yada yada yada. It's just quite a big price jump when you think about that kind of aspect. And leave you with, if you like, what will you like this beer? If you like low ABV hazies, I mean, that's pretty much it. It's a really tasty beer. I'm not pissed that I paid $17 for this. I don't think I'd go back to buying this for $17, especially if it's sitting right next to Sneak Box and I can get that at a lower ABV level. But I'm glad I got it. It's going to be a fun beer to drink. Let's put it that way. So if you like low ABV crushers, you'll like this. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers. If you want to check me out doing the social media stuff, Beer Massive. If you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a little Kane right now. Hope to see you next time. Cheers.